So, for Saptarishis Astrology today, we have another great session with Nitin P. Kashyap. We welcome you, Nitin, one more time and look forward for more examples of what you have to teach us today. Please, can you... Namaste.
Jai Shri Ram. Great to be with you again. It's a great pleasure to be, on Saptarishi platform. And see, last time we have discussed this theory, transit of DashaNath, over a problem, or you can say an event related to progeny. But on viewers' demand, as I read the feedback from the videos output, there are questions related to marriage and the career. So now I'm taking these three objectives: career, marriage, and one more thing. So how we can apply these principle on that particular things, or different variety, or you can say a different aspect of a life. So this is how, or this is what we will have today. Okay, let's straight jump into the topic.
Yes, let us do that. So we will share the screen and look forward for a nice presentation.
Okay. Just okay. So is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as you can see here, we are covering the last topic again, transit of DashaNath. Okay. Before proceeding further, I am just confirming last few points so that the new viewers can understand what we are going to do today. Wait a second. See, in this presentation, we will see that how transit of DashaNath over natal bhava, bhava lord, and natural significator can create an event related to that bhava. For confirming the event, whether this particular event would take place or not, we will apply this principle over related divisional chart. For example, if we are going or we are checking professional problems, then we will apply this principle on Dashmansha. If we are going to see marital discord or marital bliss, in that case, we will apply the same principle on Navamsha. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the steps which we will follow today. First of all, we will check the position of Mahadashanath, Antardashanath, and Pratyantardashanath in transit. Where are they moving today? Second point, impose them over your natal chart. Okay. Third point, check whether above three, Mahadasha, Antardasha, and Pratyantardashanath are making any relation with the bhava, bhavesh, or a karaka. Then if they are having a relationship with these three, or all three are making relation with the two houses of bhava, bhavesh, and karaka, in that case, follow the same principle and on divisional chart and check the confirmation. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, I'm taking.
I have a question to ask before we get started with this case. The last one. See, all the three need not have relation with all the other three, right? That is the Dasha, the Antardasha, and the Pratyantardashanath. They need not have.
Radhaji, can you please repeat the question because your link is a bit broken.
Please. Okay. Sorry, I will just read the question once again. The question here is, will the Bhava Bhavesh or its Lord, okay, whether all the three will have to have a link with the Dasha, Antardasha or the Prastyantar DashaNath, or individually if one each can have just link with one each, then also the criteria is satisfied.
It could be either way. First of all, all three Dashanatha must have link to any one of them at least. Any one of them at least. For example, Mahadashanath may have a link with the seventh lord, suppose, and Antardashanath is also having the relationship with the seventh lord, but they are not having any link with seventh house. Even that case also, if all three Maha, Antar and Pratyanta are having a relation, either of the three signification, then we can say such thing can happen in his life.
Did your question got answered, Anuradha?
Yes,
okay.
Totally. The second move.
Fine. Okay. So this is the first case, and because we can apply the current transit on it. That is why I took this case. Okay. This chart belongs to a lady. You can see her date of birth, 11th April 1980, 23 hours, New Delhi. Okay. You can see Dasha at the bottom. She was having a Dasha of Saturn Ketu, and she came to me in November or in October, mid-October. So as you can see here, Saturn Ketu, Saturn is the fourth lord in this case, right? And Saturn is afflicted by Rahu Ketu axis. Fourth house is also afflicted by Rahu Ketu axis. Last time Vittal Bhai asked a question related to how DashaNath can create, the DashaNath is creating a good impact or a bad impact on the particular house. So here is the answer. Here we can see RK axis or Rahu Ketu axis is afflicting fourth house as well as fourth lord. Are you getting it? Are you getting me, Vittal Bhai?
Yes.
Okay. And in this period, this period start from January 2015. So in this period, her life is, you can say, almost ruined. She was not having domestic peace. Her husband took loan from the market, and the creditors come in again and again, pressurizing them. And her question at that time in November, October was whether I should go to my parent house in Hyderabad or should I remain in Delhi. I just want to go to my birth town, Hyderabad. So see, where is natal Saturn today? Where is transit Saturn today?
Scorpio.
Correct.
It's
absolutely
ascendant.
Correct. Okay, it is in the ascendant. Is transit Saturn making any relation with the fourth lord or the fourth house?
Fourth lord, yes, it's by 10th aspect. Fourth
Correct.
lord, it is.
Correct.
So transit Saturn was aspecting fourth lord at that time in November. Okay, it was there. Ketu was moving at that time in Pisces sign, right?
Right.
Okay. From there, is it making any relation with the fourth house or fourth lord? Answer
Yeah,
is
it
no.
is. No,
How?
no, sorry, now it will, yes.
Okay. At that time, Ketu was not having any relation with the fourth lord or not with the fourth house, right? So the most probable answer to her was after 9th Jan, it is quite possible that you will move to Hyderabad. Before that, I don't think you can go there. And on 13th Jan, she confirmed me that now she's in Hyderabad, and the things gone in the way that it should go. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, if Saturn Ketu Dasha is for almost an year, okay, and at that time when such event can take place, we have to check the transit of these two or the DashaNath or Antardashanath, whether they are having a relation with the house or not.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful. That is a good example. So now can you one more time repeat when actually she went to Hyderabad?
It's on 13th of January 2016.
16. So recently.
Recently, after Ketu moves into the Aquarius sign in the
Aquarius.
4th house.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the transit then started playing for her.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. She was thinking like that because Saturn Ketu transit was not good for her. Dasha was not good for her, as it is afflicting its 4th house as well as the 4th lord. But the actual dislocation, or you can say relocation, happened on 13th of Jan when Ketu was in Aquarius. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is the second case. This is he's a student of ICAS. 30th October 1965, 18:38 hours. His birth detail. Let's see. On 15th April 1996, he was going for an exam. Okay, related to his promotion. At that time, he was having a dasha of Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter. Okay. For promotion, we generally see in North India, or you can say we see 11th house, because 11th house is a house of Ichhapurti, or you can say completion of desire, or collecting new things, or promoting in your career. So we took 11th house for promotion, and here we will see whether Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter were having any relation with the 11th house, 11th lord, and Karka of 11, that is Jupiter. Okay, let's see. In interior, you can see the chart of the native, and on the exterior board, we have transit of DashaNath. This was a scene. Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter was moving. Rahu was moving in Virgo, Jupiter was in Sagittarius, and Saturn was in Pisces. Now see whether Rahu is having any relation with the 11th house or 11th lord.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Saturn was in 11th house, so it's making a direct relation with the 11th house, right?
Right.
Okay. And Jupiter, transit Jupiter was in 8th house, and from there off, it was aspecting the natal 11th lord.
Correct.
Mutually, yes.
Okay. So here we can see that all three DashaNath, Antar and Pratyanta DashaNath were having a relation with 11th lord or 11th house. And now we put the same thing in Dashmansh chart, because in divisional chart, Dashmansha represent your professional career. So, okay. This was his Dashmansha chart. And in this chart too, Saturn was moving in the Lagna at that time. Okay. Was it having any relation with 11th Lord, 11th house, or 11th Karka, that is Jupiter?
11th.
Yeah, by third aspect.
Through third aspect, Saturn was aspecting 11th Lord at that time. Okay?
Yes.
Rahu with his 9th aspect was aspecting Karka, that is Jupiter. And Jupiter from 7th house, at that time, it was aspecting 11th house as well as 11th Lord.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So in this case, we can see Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter, all three have relation with the 11th house and 11th Lord. And at that time, he was going for the exam related to promotion. Fortunately, he got promotion in that particular exam. Okay. Any other question related to this topic, or should we move further?
Yes. One question is occurring there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider only these three aspects of the Dasha, Antardasha, and Pratyanta Dasha? or do you consider other aspects upon this 11th Lord as well for the outcome, for example, of that promotion?
See, the natural aspect of planet, or the aspect given in Brahat Parashara Horashastra related to particular specific planets, are taken in this case. This is how we are working. We are taking only the the aspect mentioned in VPHs related to each and every planet. Okay.
Yes,
Vithalji, any
the
question?
point was correct.
No, nothing from my end.
Please, Engage, please continue.
Yes. For example, Ketu also was involved in the second example, yeah? In the
Correct.
natal chart.
Hmm.
So Ketu also will have one sort of an influence, but as it is not practically there in the dasha, nowhere, so you don't consider its influence, right?
Absolutely correct. See, in that case, as you told Engeji, we have 9 planets, right? And if you will take all all impacts related to all 9 grahas, in that case, according to me, it's a bit difficult to extract out the result from it. Okay, so that is why we
Yes,
are only concentrating only the 3 planets, which are our DashaNatha. Okay,
perfect.
okay,
Thank you.
started. Hmm. So this is our third case. Uh, Last time, as Vittal Bhai and Anuradha ji told me to to work on marriage, or work related to marriage, event related to marriage. So we have this chart. You can see here, his date of birth is 25th December 1952, 1450 hours, New Delhi. Okay. Hmm. His marriage got fixed on 1st Feb 1978. At that time, he was under the dasha of Venus, Mercury, Jupiter. Okay.
Okay.
See how Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus are influencing the 7th house, 7th Karka, or 7th Lord. Let's see. At that time, Jupiter was in Gemini sign, and from there it was aspecting the 7th Lord. Am I right, Vittal bhai?
One second. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Venus and Mercury was moving over natural significator of marriage,
Venus.
that is Venus. So Antardashanath and Pratyantardashanath both are having relationship with 7th Lord or 7th Karka in this case. Okay. In Navamsha 2, we're just checking out the position, transit position of these 3. So Mercury was in Lagna at that time, and from there it was aspecting 7th house. Venus was moving in the 7th house, and Jupiter was aspecting the 7th Lord. I'm repeating all these 3 things. Mercury was aspecting the 7th house. Venus was moving over the 7th house, 7th house of Navamsha chart, and Jupiter was aspecting the 7th Lord.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
So
Yes.
on that particular day, his marriage got fixed. Any other question related to this chart?
Yes, I have a question here, Nitinji. Nitinji, see, timing of marriage and date of marriage can be different. Fixing of marriage is, in Indians, we have a long period, and I guess the world over people sometimes have a period of 5 months, 6 months before they decide to legalize the entire thing. So when you're timing the marriage, it could be that the planets have a different transit position as compared to what happens when the marriage is actually happening.
Absolutely
So,
correct.
so can the transit also show a promise of a formalization, that is just an engagement also can be, or fixing can also be shown by that transit, and later marriage can happen, or just on the date of the marriage it has to show.
See, we have applied this principle over more than 50 charts. So what the results we were we were getting were that it could apply, it should apply on the fixation of marriage first, because the procedure will start from there up, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so engagement, as we say it should
Correct.
be the date of engagement as
Huh.
such.
Correct. Date of engagement, date of fixing, or opting a partner. You can say should be taken as the formal, or you can say the transit will apply on those particular events, and marriage is the outcome of it, right? Marriage is the final outcome of it. So mostly on more than 70 to 80% chart, it apply only on the time of the fixation of the event. Okay. Yes,
So in the
let's.
same vein, I just for the benefit of our audience, I want to ask, even like in the last video we had discussed about childbirth. So in the childbirth case also, the period of conceivement or the period of actual birth, either of it can be seen from the this timing method, right?
Bilkul, absolutely right. See, conception timing of conception is quite an important event. You can say it's one of the first sanskara, right? Garbhadan sanskara is the first sanskara. From there, the whole procedure will take place. So it could apply on timing of conception also.
Not
So we move on. We can move on to our next example here now.
Okay, so we are working on the same chart and applying the same principle again. 20th October 2005 was the very, you can say, important event, or the important date in his life, because on that particular day, there was some confliction, or you can say a fight or quarrel with his wife, and from that day onwards, from past around 10 years, he is not living with his wife.
okay.
Okay, so this particular day, the dasha was Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay. uh, See, in this chart too, Saturn was moving. Saturn was aspecting Venus, Karka of marriage at that time. Jupiter was aspecting seventh lord, and Rahu was aspecting seventh house. So Anuradha ji, as you asked me a question that all three should have a relation with the or three karkas or three pillars of the event. So in this case, we are having this, but it is not necessary that on all cases we will got we got relation with all three. Okay. Okay.
2 out of 3 also works. Like we saw in our last case, 2 out of 3 also works.
But three, Mahadasha, Antar, and Pratyanta, all three should have. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Great.
Agreed.
Great.
Yeah.
This was the Navamsha position of 20th October 2005. In this case, we can see Rahu was moving in the 12th house, and from there it was aspecting the 7th lord and Karka Venus. Okay. Although Saturn was not having a direct relation with 7th lord and the Karka, but it is associated with Rahu, and Rahu is aspecting both of the Karka as well as the lord of the Bhava. Jupiter was aspecting the 7th house. So all three, Shani, Rahu, Guru, were having relation with the 7th house. So this was showing that there is something related to 7th house, would happen on that particular day. To bifurcate it, whether it is a good event or a bad event, for that we should check it from the natal position of the planets.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So can we go back one more time?
Please. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Nitin, can you please explain what made you think that why they would have a problem on that particular day or time?
Okay.
You know?
See, first of all, compatibility is more important. We should check the compatibility of both the guys before going into the chart, whether they have a good relationship with each other or not. But in this case, if we should see that the karka of marriage, or you can say Venus, is with Rahu. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
This is obviously, it is a good sign for financial prosperity, but not good for you can say character or moral values, or even for a married life. Venus Rahu combination is not considered to be good. Am I right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And
Aspected,
uh,
aspected by Shani also.
at the time of transit, it was aspected by Saturn also. Right. And one more thing. See, Saturn is not considered to be a good planet regarding marriage. Am I right? Saturn is Saturn
Yeah.
represents Vairagya,
Yeah.
detachment. Okay.
Hmm.
So in a case, as you can see in this chart, the seventh lord as well as the seventh karka, both are in Saturn sign. Am I right,
Yes.
Inge?
Yes.
Venus
Yes.
is in Capricorn, and the second point, please
Hmm.
Mars
repeat one more
is in
time.
Aquarius.
Seventh lord was in Aquarius. So both
Yes.
seventh lord and seventh karka are in Saturn sign.
Yes.
Okay. So this is not considered to be a good thing for married purpose. And one more
Right.
thing, okay, we will talk about nakshatra on some other day, because then we can, we will just deviate from our main topic. Otherwise, his lagna lord is in Dhanishta nakshatra.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Dhanishta. Yes.
so we will talk about it later. Okay.
Hmm.
Mm, wait a second. Let's move ahead. So this is how I'm just I showed four cases in which transit of DashaNath are more crucial, or making creating event. So we can apply this principle on different charts for predicting an event, whether this event should will take place at what time. This principle can be used at that time.
Okay.
In this
And
one more point occur. In this
please.
particular case,
Hmm.
can we analyze the actual situation of this marriage? Because there are many ways people can divorce, people can separate, people can find back to each other. So what is the condition of this marriage? There occur one problem, you say.
See, they were living together in the same house, but not in the same room.
Okay.
And this situation is, I think, more worse than the divorce. You can see your spouse, but you can not have you are not having a good relation with him or her. This is
Yes.
more than negative, right? It is
Yes.
not. It should not be considered good.
It is very difficult.
Absolutely right.
Yes.
But so as Anuradha ji asked that, if you are judging a married life of a person, you should first check the compatibility between these two, and then we should move forward.
And it is very common also nowadays that uh, one among the spouse would travel abroad, the other one probably would be in England taking care of the family, with parents who are old, in age. So those factors also play a role, right, in this particular thing.
Correct.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Here I will. We were talking the other day with you, Nitin, about dosha samya, as you had said about compatibility. So I think dosha samya that you said
Okay, Dosh Samya is according to the result I got.
Said
Dosh
was
Samya
a
is
very strong.
quite important. Dosh Samya is more important than Ashtakuta Milan. Uh, the reason for saying this is because in Dosh Samya you have to see the chart in a complete manner. Okay, you should you will check the position of the Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Sun, from Moon, from Venus. So you will take the whole chart for compatibility in case of Dosh Samya. But if you talk about Ashtakuta Milan, it is only depend on the moon's constellation. Am I right, Inge? Ashtakuta or the
I
compatibility.
I am, as you can see, I'm living in Germany. So it is not our customs to do marriage compatibility. Yeah, so
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
well versed in this chapter. Yeah, but I'm interested as these are two concepts which I have not explored till date.
Okay, great, great.
Yeah.
So, Dosh Samya, no doubt, Dosh Samya is considered, we should consider more important than Ashtakuta. But in northern part of India, Ashtakuta is more popular. Okay, people came to us and say that we are having 26 guna, or out of 36 we have more than 18 guna, so we will have a good married life. We can have a good married life, but this is not so. It is not so simple that you have a Ashtakuta Milan, and if you got more than 18 points, then everything will happen in a happily married ever after. This line will not suit them. Okay, we should go with the you can say we should go with a proper procedure in checking the chart, and in that case Dosh Samya is the base, or we can say pillar, for checking compatibility.
Okay.
That I believe will give space to one full different chapter of an interview.
Yeah, probably we found our
This is
next topic for our interview. I mean,
Yes,
I,
Nitin.
I suppose
yeah.
this is a different concept. I have not explored it, and that could be great. Yeah.
Yeah. I will
I'm
echo
quite eager to
I will
share.
echo what Anuradha last time said. Will not leave you. Will hold to you.
No, yes, Nitin. Very honestly, when people come to us with marriage matching or with marital problems, they say that we have got so many gunas. In India, it is really very relevant
Yes, yes,
that we have got so many gunas
yes.
matching. Then where does astrology work? But now we know where astrology should have worked, and we did not. The astrologer does not work.
Yeah.
So for the new astrologers, I think this is a very beautiful topic.
Yes.
What say all?
I would agree.
I'm quite eager to share this topic with Inge, because Inge is quite new to it. So it will be quite pleasure from my side. It will be quite pleasure to have all three of you on this topic.
Yes,
Yes.
it will be certainly, because I believe that an extract of that are the marriage problems or relationship difficulties, let's say, they are worldwide.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So it is just in the Western world, we don't consider meeting an astrologer before ahead,
Yeah.
only when it has failed. So we come to an end. Anuradha, do you have any more further question for the audience?
As Vittal has already asked everybody, as Vittal took my words, I take his. I ask everybody to put in your views
Yes.
about not only about Dosa Shamya, but looks like Nitin has a very strong grasp on Nakshatras also.
Yes.
If he can share a few pearls about Nakshatra, would you like to hear him on that? And that is all I have to ask for the audience.
Yes, Nitinji, yeah, the question was posed by Usha Balakrishnan in our Facebook forum on our last video on DashaNath. the question is as such, what was posted. Nitin talked about the transit and the aspect during the delivery, but I would like to know whether the same technique works during the time of getting pregnant. I think we covered that when we spoke about the Garbhadhan, so that was a
Correct.
question which was there. So
Yes.
that answers it, I know. So
Yes.
yeah, so I hope Ushaji would be seeing this video, and her question posed on Facebook is been answered. For the other viewers, yeah, as Anuradha said, I would echo once again that same thing. Pose your questions. We would ask Nitin to give an answer to it in the coming interviews with him.
Nitin, we wish you luck. We wish you lots and lots of luck for because you are such an presenter, in the sense that such beautifully you present the techniques, and such difficult techniques with so much of simplicity that it's just astounding. So with our seminar coming up on 31st from Saptarishis in Delhi, we wish you luck, and we know you will have the audience all floored. Wishing you lots of luck, and the audience, please make sure that you are there to hear Nitin live.
Yes.
With that, I hand it over to you, Inge.
Yes. From my too, especially lots of luck, a good audience, and a beautiful presentation on that day. And I think we come to an end with this interview now, and look forward to see you 1 or 2 or 3 or I don't know how many times to talk about different subjects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for wishing me good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
Namaste.
to come. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.